What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
And I am Gia Casey.
And this is another edition of the KC Crew.
Welcome. Hello, beautiful people.
Yes, and before we start, let me shout out to one of our sponsors. These beautiful candles that we have here.
Yes.
Custom Candle Company. Shout out to Marcy. People have been asking about these candles, where they can get these candles. I mean, there's so many different flavors. She does an amazing...
Flavors?
I mean,
you don't eat candles.
Well, you know what I mean. When I say flavors, I mean like they got the Douces. Scents, okay. Mm-hmm. They got Vive Clicquot. They have, you name it, Patron. Whatever you enjoy, your favorite liquor, Remy Martin, even 50s liquor, the King's Path. Whatever you enjoy, they make a candle for that. So it's a perfect gift. Mother's Day is right around the corner. So definitely check it out. The website or the Instagram is what?
At Custom Candle Co.
All right, at Custom Candle Co. Shout out to Marcy again. And also... April 30th to May 4th, our trip to Jamaica, our flyaway, the KC Crew Retreat.com. If you want to get more information, have you got your ticket yet? If you haven't, come on out. There's very few rooms available. We're talking performances from Beanie Man, right?
Yep.
Old school parties, Little Mo's performing at the old school parties, a 90s, 2000 party. There's a red light, green light, 1, 2, 3 party.
That's not true, but I'm
What's
just
it called?
going to let them rock
What's
with
it called?
Don't ask me about that anymore. You
Red
know what
light,
it is.
yellow light, green light.
You know what it
Red
is.
light, period. You can't knock off. Yellow light is the end of the period. Green light, it's good to go. So that type
That's
of party.
not what it means. Don't listen to this guy.
We have comedy from Major Hype and my guy Rip Michaels. And then, of course, we're doing our KC Crew podcast live.
Yes.
We have a generational wealth podcast or a seminar where we're going to be talking about generational wealth and getting into real estate. So it's a lot going on. You hit up the website and you can get all the information, but we want to see you guys there.
What's the website?
The KCCrewRetreat.com.
Yes.
All right. Well, you know what I wanted to start this week's podcast?
You wouldn't tell me for some reason.
No. Well, this is the reason why. Talking to a lot of people now, and they talk about what they look for in a relationship, right?
Okay.
When they're starting off looking for somebody or they're starting off dating, there's certain qualifications that people should have. And myself, I feel like you don't necessarily need qualifications.
You don't need qualifications to date someone?
I'm going to explain to you. People are so concerned with somebody's credit score.
Okay.
How much they make.
Okay.
You know, what their family is like, what their parents are like.
Yes.
Their history, their dating history and all that. I think people are so concerned with, this is going to sound crazy, with exterior stuff.
That's not exterior.
I think
Meeting
it's
the family is not exterior.
I think it's exterior.
That's not exterior.
Let me explain why. They're more into looking for things outside of the relationship than actually looking for compatibility and love. Right?
Those things aren't outside the relationship, though.
I think so.
They're not.
When we started dating, did I ask you, excuse me, before I pick you up on the Q83 bus, what's your credit score?
Well, I didn't have credit because I was 15.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. None of that mattered. Not like credit didn't matter. How much money you made didn't matter. What your goals were in life didn't matter. What mattered was how you treated me and how I treated you. And then from there, we figured out everything else.
You couldn't be more wrong.
Okay, let's talk about it.
You sound crazy.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Credit score is important.
Why?
And the reason why this world runs on our credit scores is because it shows your level of responsibility.
Okay.
It shows if you are capable with following through to a commitment. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you commit to buy something and pay for it. Do you pay for it every month the way that you promised to pay for it? It shows kind of what kind of person you are and how responsible and committed you are. Or do you just kind of like let things go? Like, don't got it this month. Oh, well. So it shows whether you have a flippant personality or a mature, I'm going to do what it takes to fulfill my commitment type of personality.
We've all been in a time in our lives where we had to, oh, I ain't got it. Oh, well, I'll get it next month. We've all been there. When me and you got married, your credit was F'd and my credit was F'd. Did we look and be like, well, babe, we can't get married?
But we got married at 22 and 23.
Doesn't matter.
Most people don't. Yes. If by the time you're 31 and you're still blowing off your bills and the things that you're responsible to pay for, I might not want to be with you.
Some people don't have that option. Some people lost their job. Some people could be in a bad financial situation. Maybe an investment went wrong. Maybe they got sick and they weren't healthy and they couldn't work.
Well, that's
There's
something
a
that
lot
we
of
need.
things that
Well,
could have done.
the credit score is the precursor. That's the thing that I need to find out about so I know what kind of person you are. And then if you tell me, it'll start a conversation. Then if you tell me that there are things that happened that prevented you from fulfilling your commitments, then I can say, oh, okay. And that's if I believe you to begin with. But if I believe you, then it'll be like, oh, okay. I understand. Well, then I can help you to get your credit back on track.
See, but I don't necessarily agree. Let's say I have $5,000, right? $5,000 is all I have in the bank, and we're supposed to pay our mortgage or our rent, right? Mm-hmm. Hypothetically speaking, $5,000. Then somebody comes and says, hey, E, I got this hookup for this. This is a great price, and we can flip it.
I don't want to be with you.
Why?
Pay your rent. Are you kidding me?
But we can flip that $5,000 and make $50,000, and we can pay the rent for 10 months.
Catch me next time around.
See, that's whack.
You're wildin'.
See, that's whack. See, I don't think...
That's not whack. So now you're just not going to pay your rent. You're going to screw over your landlord because you have a better opportunity. See, that's what I'm saying. It kind of goes to show what kind of person you are. It shows that you are not committed. This is the point that I'm making.
Yeah.
Oh, something better came along. I'm just going to blow you off.
Yeah, but a lot of people make those decisions.
And that's why a lot of people probably wouldn't be compatible with
Scared money don't make no money. You think
Yeah, but you should not be scared with excess money, not your bill money. You don't gamble with your bill money.
See, I think it's whack. I think people are looking for the wrong thing. I think people are looking, oh, I got to see what type of credit he has.
I just explained why.
I got to see what his mental history was.
And I think it's valid.
His mental history was. I got to see.
You don't think we need to know what? So if someone's bipolar or not, that you potentially might marry? Are you kidding me?
Not them, but maybe they have history of it. I didn't check you and see if your family was crazy before I decided to get
we were young. You can't talk about us.
Yes, we can.
I'm talking about right now. Hold on a second, baby. I'm talking about you're 30-something that is looking for a long-lasting, meaningful relationship, or even like you're 20-something. When you're in your early 20s, you're still kind of figuring life out. You're still trying to figure love out. You're trying to figure your career out. By the time you're getting into like your late 20s, your early 30s, you kind of are able to ascertain what it is that you want. And at that point, you got to start having your ducks in a row. And I don't want to be with someone that isn't at least in the process of putting their ducks in a row.
Maybe
you can't talk about us like we were kids.
Maybe I am putting my ducks in a row, but my credit is fucked up until I get my ducks in a row.
Well, then do I want to buy a house with you? Are we going to be able to pay for a wedding? Are we going to be able to put things in both of our names together? No, because then your credit's going to draw my credit down.
I don't agree. I agree.
It will.
If I find somebody that I like, I enjoy, I'm talking to, I'm getting into them, they stimulate my mind,
wonderful.
My body, my soul.
All
we're
of
talking,
it.
we're having a great time.
Yes.
You know, we're having a wonderful time. She's funny.
Yes.
She's beautiful.
But you don't pay your bills and you're going to be broke.
Right.
And the creditors are going to be calling us every day after the money that you committed to pay them, but that you don't. You put it on a scale and it's kind of like, yeah, he's amazing, but he can't pay his bills on time.
Okay.
And it's one thing if you're broke, but then don't make those commitments. Don't get that Benz if you can only afford a Ford Escort. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's about prioritizing.
This is how I look at it.
So if you're that type of person and you overspend, but underdeliver, like, it shows what kind of person you are.
I can fix credit.
And it's future.
Right? I can fix credit.
Not necessarily. It's hard.
I can't fix bad breath. I can't fit extra teeth.
You can't fix bad breath.
An extra finger. I can't fix a vagina stinking.
I think you can fix most of those things.
I can't fix herpes.
You can. You can't fix that.
There you go. I can't fix a lot of that stuff that people. So, but if I find somebody that I'm in love with, that loves me for me, that we are getting connected, I can fix credit. I'm cool with you having a fucked up past. And this is the thing. A lot of people don't know about credit. A lot of people don't know about saving money because their parents never taught them. I can fix that, but I can't fix. Oh man, your breath stinks. I can't fix a unibrow. I can't.
You can fix that.
I can't fix somebody being ugly and nasty to me.
Ew. Oh, okay. You mean ugly personality?
Yes, and being nasty to me.
Okay.
I can't fix that. I can't fix somebody being annoying. I can't fix me talking to somebody and I'm falling asleep with them because they're fucking boring. I can't fix those things.
Credit, I understand.
I can give Jose, here's a couple $100. Fix my girl's credit. Credit fix. Now what? $500 ain't fixing that bad breath.
It's still, and $500, a mint and good dental care can fix bad breath.
Root canal is way more than $500.
But you can fix it.
Might cost more than credit.
But you can fix it.
I'd rather
can you stop taking us off track, please?
I'm telling you.
Okay. First of all, most of those things that you definitely can fix. What I'm trying to tell you is just because you have bad credit, I'm not trying to say that it's a deal breaker. But what I'm saying is it's something that I need to know early on in the relationship because there are indications behind it. I'm going to be able to get implications about who you are as a person based on whether you pay your bills or not, whether you spend too much money when you know damn well you can't afford it. These are things that I need to know. Now, you tell me your credit score. We sit down, we talk about it. Maybe we can get to the root of it. Maybe our conversations can be about fixing it, and that's great. So I'm not saying we can't get above it, but it's something that has to be addressed.
But that's not going to be a problem. I'm like, yo,
it can be a problem.
My credit score is 400.
No, because if you hit me with this whole, okay, let's say I just meet you. You tell me your credit score. It sucks. And then you tell me, well, it was rent time. Rent's $3,500, but this plasma TV fell off the back of a truck with a laptop and some other stuff I need. And I'm like, you know what? Landlord could get it next month. I'd be looking at you like, yeah, it's not for me. Definitely not the guy for me.
But you don't want a guy that's going to be talking to you like this anyway. But if
whichever way, however, whatever his mannerisms are, it doesn't matter. If that's his message, I'm sitting there like, he is not my future person. I want to be with someone that I can build with.
Let me break it down.
That's not going to drag me down. And I got to wonder if, he's going to go and gamble money away on the weekends.
All right. So
if he's going to be betting on the games. So I need to know how responsible you are with money.
So we're on a date, right?
Okay.
All right. So ask me a question. Hey, what credit score, how you doing financially? Ask me.
I don't think I'd ask you on a date.
I
would definitely set something up so it seemed like it came across organically. I'm not going to just beat you in the head and ask you about your credit.
Just ask me. Go
ahead. So that car that you're driving has been seeming to give you a lot of trouble lately. Are you thinking about getting a new car?
No, I'm not getting a new car. I actually want a new car, but check this out. Something that came across my desk that was really, really amazing. It's going to put me in a little bit of a bind for a while, but it's going to be well worth it. The house that my parents are living in, they actually want to get rid of it. The house is going to cost me $30,000, and that's pretty much all the money I have in savings for right now.
It's going to cost you $30,000 to help your parents?
No, they want to get rid of the house. So I'm going to buy it from my parents for $30,000. But once I fix it up, that house is worth $300,000. It's only going to cost about $20,000. So I'm going to make $250,000, but I'm just going to be in a bind for a little bit. Okay. So because of that, I'm not, I don't have the money for my rent.
Well, do you have $30,000, or do you have to take a loan to get $30,000?
That's all the money that I have that I'm using to buy it.
So you have it. Yeah. Well, you might be able to take a loan. How's your credit?
My credit's not.
See how I slipped that in? You see how I slipped that in? So you might need to get a loan in order to do it. How's your credit?
My credit's not too good, After college, I had student loans, and it's hard getting a job.
You're laughing. It sounds like you're not really being honest with me.
No, I'm being very honest. I'm just laughing.
Why are you laughing?
Because you think
you're funny?
Weaseling away. How's your credit? My credit sucks.
But I asked you.
But after I flip this house, we're gonna be good.
Why does your credit suck?
I just told you.
What? Because you had student loans like the rest of America?
Yeah, and I couldn't find a job. You
couldn't find a job?
It was very difficult to find a job.
You couldn't work at a fast food restaurant? You couldn't wait tables?
I'm doing all that now. I have 3 jobs, actually. And, by the time...
And you couldn't pay your student loans, which are probably like, what, $120 a month?
No, more than that, actually. But, since paying, rent, my car that really doesn't work, and utilities, electric, and getting to work every day is very expensive out there.
What else were you spending money on? Because if you're working 3 jobs, you should be able to manage all those things plus your student loans.
But I love you. I'm into you. Let's not talk about the credit score.
See how you just try to get out of it? Because there's no answer. There is no answer. It just shows irresponsibility.
Yeah, but everybody's irresponsible every once in a while.
Not when you're in your 30s. If you're still irresponsible with money in your 30s, 20s, I still give you a pass. In your 30s, you should be over that.
Things happen.
You should have, like I said, your ducks in a row. And if you don't, it's a problem.
But that's why so many women are single, and that's why so many dudes are single. Because you're looking for the wrong thing.
Oh, because they want to be with a responsible dude?
They should be looking for somebody that they love, that we connect.
See, now that's a problem. Because a lot of times, women, especially, more than men, because
they want to do
gender
great
roles.
Credit. That's the bullshit. I want to do good credit. I want to do that got a good job.
Oh,
I want to do that can get my hair did.
No.
That's what the fuck they looking for. Instead of saying, I want a dude that loves me, that cares about me, that's willing to go that extra mile. That when I come home, I'll rub my little toes, that'll come home and cook me some food. What did I do this morning? When I woke up this morning, what did I do?
You made me breakfast.
That's right. Yes. I made you breakfast.
But you're also responsible and you pay the bills.
But if I wasn't responsible,
then breakfast wouldn't cut it.
Yes, it would.
Breakfast wouldn't friggin' cut it.
Breakfast and his dick would cut it.
No.
No, it would make you shut the fuck up.
No, it wouldn't. Only for a moment. But no, honestly, no, it would not.
But
it would not, because you can't. It's not just about emotional gratification. That's huge. But marriage is not just about that. Marriage is about, am I with someone that would be able to be responsible and manage this family, or at least partially
manage this family.
That's why I said at least partially manage this family. Am I with someone that's going to be a good father? Am I going
Father has nothing to do with the credit.
I'm talking about different things that breakfast and penis are not going to correct. Okay?
Breakfast and penis corrects a lot.
No, it doesn't.
In our relationship.
Your eggs were bomb this morning. They were like little fluffy clouds, the way you described it.
And my bacon was banging.
Your bacon was banging. But anyway, there's other things that you have to look at besides emotional gratification. And that's the only thing that you're talking about. Does he love me? Does he rub my feet? Do we have good conversation? That's paramount, but you have to look at other things, because love doesn't pay the rent. It really doesn't.
You look at it wrong.
Love isn't the only thing that's required to build a future.
It's the most
we need to live somewhere. We need gas.
We can figure that out.
Heat, electric,
You're looking at things
water.
Wrong.
I need my cell phone bill taken care of.
But you got to think of it like this, right? A great credit score is over 800, right?
No.
Yeah, great credit.
That's an excellent credit score. A good credit score is over 700.
Right, but
720, you're good.
Look at it like this. You have a 400, I have a 400. Together, we 800. Together, our credit score is good money.
Rashawn, okay, so I think it's understood that you're pretty wrong on this topic.
I don't think I'm wrong.
Can you stop doing that?
Ladies, if you want to listen to Gia and be single all your life, looking for a guy with good credit.
You're wildin'. You can't possibly believe this.
Good job. Fuck that. Find a man that will love you for you. Love you when you take that wig off and you got your shit all curled up like that. Love you at night when you want to wrap your hair or put on that motherfucking that shower cap.
Scarf. Is that nobody goes to sleep with a shower cap?
When you take a shower and you got that shit on and that shit ain't pretty. That'll love you for you. That's what the fuck you looking for. When your toes ain't done and you got corns and you go to the nail salon and they gotta scrub the bottom of your shit because your shit's a little fucking scruffy. Yes, you want a man that's gonna love you for you. When your hair grows under your armpits, will still love you. When you get a little hair that grows on your little nipple hair.
That's you. That's you with your 2 foot long hair that grows out of your nipple.
That is me. But you know
what? Don't project.
But you know what?
Don't project.
You love me regardless. Right?
I do.
See? See?
But you also have excellent credit.
I didn't always have excellent credit. My credit was fucked up. But this is my thing to the ladies. Ladies,
don't listen to him.
Listen to Gia if you want. You're going to be 40 and 50-year-old with a house full of cats. That's all I'm going to say.
So you really feel as though women should be
with
for
guys,
a guy that loves them, but is irresponsible?
You can teach irresponsibility. You can't teach love.
You think you can teach someone to... So now I got to be your mother. Now I got to teach a 30-something-year-old man how to be responsible with his money?
Okay. Well, go fuck
I have to teach him how to not overspend.
Well, go mess with the guy that got good credit that's going to cheat on you.
Why can't we have both?
You can't find him.
Why can't we have both?
You hear the guy in the background go, because he's the guy with the fucked up credit. But he'll treat you good. That's who he is.
I see you.
That's what I'm saying.
Why can't we have both? See, what you're preaching right now is for women to settle.
I'm not preaching settle.
That's exactly
I'm preaching for women to find somebody who loves you. You're looking for too much.
No. You're looking for too much. You're preaching for women to settle.
No, I'm not.
And there's something very, very wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yes,
I'm preaching for love. You look for love. They got to the place, my parents didn't marry each other.
I want to be in love with somebody that has good credit and probably check some of those other boxes that you deemed unimportant in the beginning of this conversation.
Good credit is not a box when you talk, when you have it's not a look when you see somebody. That's not a box.
It's a box.
A box is me and you connected. We talk, we have a good time.
That's one of the boxes.
Oh, I'm feeling good. You make me feel good.
That's one of the boxes.
That's the main box. That's the 90% box.
I believe it is the main box, but there are other boxes, and those other boxes are important.
I don't agree with you.
Does he love his mother? Do you know what I mean? Like, is he a good son?
That bitch might have left him. He might not fuck with his mother.
All of these things have to be discussed. There can be a reason for everything, but they have to be discussed. What was one of the other things that you said was unimportant in the beginning of this conversation?
How much they make.
How much they make, I don't think that that's important.
Credit.
Because to me, I want to be with someone that's ambitious and successful. But success, it depends on how you put it on the scale, you know? Do you have a dream, and are you chasing that dream? Are you ambitious about that dream? That's important to me. How much you're making monetarily isn't important to me, but are you doing something? Are you chasing something? Are you hungry? That's sexy. That's important. It's not about, you know, does he make X amount of dollars a month?
Well, I disagree.
What else?
Those are the main things.
Credit and how much money you make?
Credit, how much money they make. They made it the way they
You
treat
said
their family.
So how someone treats their family isn't important?
You never know how the family treated them.
These are all discussions, but let's just say...
Let's say they treated their family fucking.
But let's just say he's a jerk.
But they treat you like a queen, and he loves you.
Hold on a minute. Let's just say that he's a jerk to his family.
Why, though?
And it's not provoked. Let's just say he is. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. You want someone who's good to their family, providing their family is decent to them. Do you understand? There's a lot of things that you have to look at. It's not just about love. Like, we want the whole package. Women want the whole package. And I'm not saying that anybody's perfect, but so you really think that women want too much? You really believe that?
I didn't say they want too much.
That's what you said. That's actually what you said.
I said they care about the wrong things. There's a difference. Don't put words in my mouth.
No, I'm not putting words in your mouth.
They care about the wrong things.
Because
care about
they
how somebody
want
treats
too
them.
Much.
Care about how somebody treats you. Care how somebody loves you. Care how somebody makes you feel. Don't worry about credit and money. That'll come.
So let me just make sure I understand, then we can stick a pin in it. You think that the only thing that matters when it comes to picking your life partner is whether they love you or not?
And how they make you feel. And how they treat you.
You think that's it?
Those are the most important things. Okay. Yes, absolutely.
So if he's a gambling addict and he gambles away our money every weekend, that's okay?
You could put him in rehab.
What?
You put him in rehab. All right, so say I'm a gambling addict. You just going to leave me?
No, because I've been with you. But if I met you as a gambling addict, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't want to be with someone that's a gambling addict. No. I can't. I got to hide my money?
Touche.
I got to hide my money.
I said touche, damn it. Touche.
Okay.
But don't worry about credit. I was talking about credit. She want to go, oh, what about gambling? Next thing going to be, having he's a crackhead. I'm not talking about it.
But that's what you're saying, though. It's just about if someone loves you and how they make you feel. I'm sure there's crackheads out there that can make somebody feel amazing. They pay them compliments. They give them massages. They spend time with them. They run errands for them. They do special things for them. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm supposed to disregard the fact that you're a crackhead? You sound crazy.
All right.
Say I was right.
No.
Say I was right.
No. You know what I meant.
No, I don't know what you meant. Well, I think I know what you meant, and I don't like what you meant. You're telling women that they need to go out there and settle.
I say settle.
You did say settle.
I said having bad credit is not that bad. You ready? Can we move on?
Do you have bad credit? It sounds personal.
Do I?
Something you want to tell me?
Do I have bad credit?
Is there something you want to tell me?
I know Jose the credit dude. I don't have bad credit. You better ask somebody. Do I have bad credit?
I know. You sound like you take this very personally.
Cross my legs on you. Let's go to the email of the week.
Stupid.
My parents are mad at me. Envy, I love the podcast. Been listening since the very first episode. My name is Anthony. I'm from Philly.
Anthony.
I'm 31 and recently got married on New Year's Eve. Sorry in advance, Envy, but this email might be a little lengthy. Great. Thank you, Anthony. Back in December, me, my parents, and 2 siblings had a 5-hour conversation about my feelings. Here's the thing. I'm emotionally driven, but my parents are not so much. They were raised on survival, not love. So, of course, generational curse, that's how they raised me. Little did they know they were fucking my psyche up for 31 years.
Psyche.
Yeah, psych, though. They never
That's how you spell psyche.
No, he didn't put an E. He didn't put an E. He just had P-S-Y-C-H. That's psych.
Okay.
He didn't have an E. I know what psyche is.
Okay.
Trying to play me.
Not trying to play.
Little did they know they were fucking up my psyche for 31 years. They never displayed words of affirmation. Whenever I messed up, they either called me dumb, stupid, or told me that was dumb or stupid. Then,
wait, they just called him dumb stupid?
and then say,
just dumb stupid? What's up, dumb stupid?
No, they would call him, I guess, dumb or stupid. They said dumb slash stupid.
Okay.
Or that what he did was just dumb stupid. Then followed by an ass whooping. They never took the time to learn who I am as a person. They never made me comfortable enough to open up to them, and a host of things that took me so long to correct within myself and with raising my son, which I'm currently feeling the wrath for. Needless to say, me speaking my mind after 31 years has caused so much damage. Casey Crew, I thought I was doing the right thing. I wasn't being disrespectful. I didn't call them bad parents like they said. I was calm, and in fact, they were the ones yelling and being disrespectful towards me. Normally, in these types of situations, I fully shut down, but I didn't. It was a constant outpour of feelings that needed to be heard. I've talked to my pops once since I got married, and still, when I told him, he says I caused a lot of damage, which lets me know he still didn't listen to anything I said. I've talked to my mom, and she's still hurt. I do not take anything away from them. They raised me the best that they could. No, I'm not looking for an apology, sympathy, or accountability for them. No payments whatsoever. I just wish a couple of things could have been different. And I was just speaking my mind. What did I do wrong, and where do I go from here? Thanks. Love y'all.
What do you think?
Honestly, I think, the thing about being parents, right? Parents don't come with an instruction manual, right? So you don't necessarily know what you're doing. It's kind of like this, child comes out of your vagina, and wait, where does it come out of? Does it come out somewhere else? It comes out your vagina. And you got to just kind of figure it out on your own. Like, you really don't necessarily know. And you try to do the best that you can as a parent. And as a parent, you usually learn or you take a lot from your parents.
Right.
So that's probably how his parents raised him. For instance, my dad, I talk about my dad and my mom a long time. And I have a great relationship with my parents, but it's not necessarily an open relationship. Like I don't talk about my parents about feelings or how I felt about things or what makes me feel this way or what doesn't. My pops is from the school of he told me what it is and that's what I did. He was ex-police officer, ex-military, and that's how his household was ran. Our household is ran a lot different. My daughter can sit in my room for hours and just keep talking and keep talking and keep talking and keep talking. Am I lying? And keep talking. But I love her and I love it and she can. It's weird when she does it. I'm so not used to it because I didn't have that relationship with my parents. So in your instance, you're having the same problem. You would love to express your feelings with your parents, but your parents are from the old school and they don't necessarily want to hear your fucking opinions. They really don't give a fuck.
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
No.
Because I really feel like they raised this way and this is what they expect. They don't want back talk even at his age. They just don't want it. They want, this is what it is, and that's it. That's why
that's not what I got from that.
What did you get?
What I got from that is that his parents are old school.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of old school parents, they put their hands on you. They call you names. They might call you dumb. They might call you stupid, things of that nature. But now that he's 31, he has all of this pent up resentment. And he sat down and talked to them. I didn't get that they didn't want to hear it per se. I get that they are hurt by the words that came out of his mouth, by what he expressed to them. It hurt their feelings because we forget that parents are people too, that they're human. We look at our parents as superheroes and, they can take on the world. Can you stop that? Mm-hmm. Thanks. You always have to rub something. And it drives me crazy. That, they can take on the world and they have the answers to everything and that they're going to do everything right. And that's not really the case. Parents are subject to everything that we're subjected to as people that will eventually become parents as well. And I think that they were just hurt by what he communicated to them. And that's what he's talking about.
See, I think I'm very different from people, right? And the reason that I think that I'm different and I don't understand people when it comes to this, I really don't give a fuck about people's feelings or my feelings when it comes to certain things, right?
I don't know what you mean.
For instance, if I had a problem with my dad or my mom, right? Some people would be like, I gotta get it out. I gotta tell them how I feel. I honestly don't care. Like, I honestly don't care to tell my parents if I had a problem about how I felt about something they did 20 years ago. I don't look at life like that. I look at it like they did the best that they can and they did what they thought was right. Right?
But maybe they didn't think it was right.
You know, even if they did,
like, you think that a parent thinks it's okay when they're calling their kid dumb and stupid? You think that they're like, yeah, this is right.
But at 30,
of course not.
But at 35 years old, what am I going to get out of, Dad, I didn't like the way when you called me stupid and dumb. If I said that to my dad would be like, all right, dumbass. That's what my dad would say, right?
He probably would.
All right, stupid. Like, but that's what my dad would do. You know what I mean?
That's butch.
Yeah. But so it's like, do I get that much freedom by saying, Dad, you know, you hurt me when you call? Like, I feel like, and this is just me, I feel like that's giving them too much. That's telling them too much what affects me and what hurts me. I would talk to my wife and tell my wife what bothered me and say, hey, I'll never do that to my kids. But me going to my parent or a friend that I felt hurt me or somebody that hurt me and go back and say, this is what it was and this is how you made me feel. I just don't, I don't do it. I would rather put that energy to somebody else. That's just me. And maybe I have no heart, maybe I have no feelings, but that's honestly how I feel. Like, if my dad did something to me or my mom did something to me, I couldn't go to them and say I had a problem with this or with that. I would just deal with it, sit in it, and make sure that as a parent, that I would never do that to my kid.
See, but you are different than most people. Most people, when something affects them, they need an outlet. They need someone to tell. They have to get it off their chest. It's something that, you know, they need to bounce off of somebody else, or they need to go to the person that hurt them and let them know. And I'm sure that, is his name Anthony?
Yes.
I'm sure that's how Anthony feels, you know. He's probably been dealing with complications from how he was raised his entire life. And it probably affected his relationships and decisions that he's made, or maybe the way he feels about himself. So when you're looking at two people that you have to see continuously throughout the rest of your life, who are your parents, you have to see them on holidays, he probably sees them in between holidays or whatever, and you have this resentment for them, there's a lot to be said for that weight that he's probably carrying around every day, to be able to talk to them and tell them what it was, and then that weight be lifted. And he's talking about,
obviously the weight's still not lifted because he still feels away.
But no, the weight, I'm sure the weight is lifted. It's just replaced with a new weight, which is his parents' hurt and disdain for what he told them.
But people will say that the way that I handle things is wrong. But I think everybody can handle things differently, right? Since I've been a child, when people did something to hurt me, it pushes me to work harder.
Yes.
Right? So if there's ever something in my life that I would say that I don't like, or somebody disrespecting me, or something hurting me, I feel like telling them is giving them power. Mm-hmm. Like telling them that they hurt me for that reason. Mm-hmm. But what that really encourages me to do is to work harder. Like, if you say I can't, I'm going to work 30 times harder to basically say, suck my dick from the back, excuse my language. Because I really want to tell you that I can do it without you or with you. Same thing if I have a situation where a hater or somebody says something I don't like or something that I don't necessarily agree with. I don't have to give you that power back. I'm going to give you that power back by outworking you, by doing something that's going to piss you off, to put you in a situation where you have to look on my feed or my social media at my face and be like, damn, he's really doing it and he's doing it the right way. That's how I take all my negative energy off. I don't need you in my life anymore. I don't gotta fuck with you anymore. Yes, you're my mom and my dad and I respect you, but I don't have to come to you to tell you how you make me feel. I really feel like, fuck you. You made me feel this way. You know what? I'm gonna make sure my kids never feel that way. And when you're at my house, you're gonna see how I interact with my kids, and that's gonna hurt you more. Not all that, I gotta talk to you because I'm feeling this way. Fuck you. You know what? You made me feel this way. Look at my kid. My kid will tell me about everything. My kid tell me, Daddy, I love me. My kid has me in the bed for 9 hours last night talking about, I don't even know, but she was talking about something, how somebody made her feel. But that's the relationship that I have with my kid that wasn't with that relationship. And because of that, that's going to make you feel away.
Let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. How about replacing FU with FU? Meaning, instead of saying FU, how about saying I forgive you?
No, fuck you feels better.
Even without an apology. How about just forgiving someone?
I'm not at that stage in my life.
Are you really not?
No.
So you feel as though you can't maybe look at, for instance, let's say you're Anthony. You don't think that maybe you can look at your parents and maybe try to diagnose why they are the way that they are? And maybe, even though it's not right,
Sorry?
maybe even though it's not right, try to understand why they are the way that they are. And because of that understanding, be able to forgive what they've done to you.
I don't look at it that deep. I don't have to say, when I say F you, it's not, oh, F you, mom and dad. It's not that. It's, in my mind, what gets me going and keeps me running is that F you mentality. Kobe has the Mamba mentality. Rashawn has the F you mentality. And that F you mentality is, I don't need you, and I want to prove that I don't need you. I don't necessarily care, and I'm going to focus my energy on something else. And some people, yes, you do forgive. But some people I don't want to forgive.
Well, what about parents? We're talking about his parents. Because some people, you're right, you don't have to put that much energy into.
Correct.
Or even consider whether you forgive them
Correct.
or not. They offend you, you put them out of your life, you keep it moving. But someone that has a meaningful position in your life, what about forgiving them, granting them forgiveness? And it's not even something that you have to tell them. It's not as though you have to have a conversation and go to them and be like, you know what, I forgive you for all of the ways that you've wronged me throughout my life. It doesn't even have to be that. Just in your mind, when you're still, you can tell yourself, you know what? I forgive them for what they did. It was wrong. I understand why they might have done it or why they might have gone down that wrong path, but I forgive them because I need to relieve myself of that weight. Right. I don't need to carry around negative energy. I don't need to carry around an FU. I don't need to carry that around. I want to be light and happy and free and full of joy. I don't need to be riddled with resentment.
I am light, happy, and full of joy. I don't give a fuck. But when it comes to certain things I let go. Like, for instance, right? My mom and dad, they did the best they can to raise me, right? Mm-hmm. They might say something or do something that I don't like, but I don't let it affect me. Mm-hmm. I know that they're my parents, and I look at them like, damn, life is too short. They're not gonna be here on this earth a lot longer, So do I let it affect me when I'm like, nah, I'm mad at my mom? No. If they say something to affect me or something that hurt me in the past, I don't let it bother me. I'm like, okay, mom, whatever. But hey, mom, how you feeling today? Are you going to the casino? What movie are you going to see today? All right, mom, I love you. Here's pictures of your grandkids. Because I don't care. I don't let it affect me. Like, my parents cannot affect me. Like, the only person in this life that can affect me is you and those kids. Other than that, nothing else can affect me. To the point where I feel like, oh, damn it, man. Oh, no. They can't. Everybody else, I use all that negative energy and I fuel it in my body and I put it out as positive energy. That's what I do for myself. When somebody hates on me, I take that negative energy, I process it, I grind it, and it gives me a new energy to work harder, to do something special for somebody, to help somebody who needs it more. And I take that negative energy and I throw it out in the world as positive energy. And because of that, a lot of stuff doesn't affect me anymore. Like, things people do, it just don't affect me. Like, there's been a lot of fuck shit that goes around. Like, there's been a lot of fuck shit that's been going on. I don't let it affect me. To the point where I'll be like, Benz, you know what? So-and-so, this happened, so-and-so, but we need to do 30 more. Mm-hmm. Benz, we did what? Well, I need 100 more, Benz. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel.
I know. And listen, I understand.
Somebody said, why you bought Gia 10 roses? Well, Benz, let's get 10,000 more. Not really, but that's how I feel, though. Like, I don't let anybody ever tell me what I can do or what I can do. It fuels me to help and encourage people.
I understand. And I relate to you. You know I relate to you because I'm not an emotional, I'm not a very emotional person, and I'm not a sensitive person. So I understand not letting people get to you. But in Anthony's case, I feel as though he's been a victim to his parents' critiques for his whole life, and it has affected him. So I think that the answer for him is forgiveness and to let that weight be lifted. But his question is, how does he deal with the fact that his parents are treating him differently now? Like, they're upset. And it's clear, it's evident.
I mean, personally, I think...
Just in a sentence, how do you think that he should handle that?
I mean, I think after a while, after time passes, I think it'll go away. But I wouldn't keep pecking at it and keep pointing at it. You do what you can as a son, and you have a child, and you be the best man that you can be for your child. And I'm sure that his parents will take a look at it. I wouldn't go back and forth to try to argue with an argument that I can't win. There's certain people I'm not winning that argument. I'm not winning an argument versus my dad. I'm not winning an argument versus my mother. Because even if I win, their feelings are hurt and I didn't win. So I don't want to have that. So I want it to be cordial. I love them. I want them to know I love them. I want them to know I appreciate them doing the best that they can to raise me. You know, and that's what it is. We have 5 kids. I know one day one of our kids are going to be mad at something that we did. You know, I'm sure. Dad, you know, you worked a lot. Dad, you know, you farted a lot. Like, there's going to be some, I'm just saying, there's going to be something that affects the kids that they didn't like. Me, I mean, maybe one day I'll get an age and I'm like, oh, well, go fuck yourself. I might, or maybe I might be like, you know what, well, how did that affect you? I don't know. But I'm doing the best that I can as a father, the best that I can. Like I said, there is no instruction manual. I had to figure out how to change a pamper, how to hold the baby, how to, you know, do all the things that I had to do. I didn't know when Madison came to me the first time and said, Dad, this boy said this. I'm like, oh, shit, this wasn't an instruction manual. Oh, shit. I honestly didn't know, you know. But.
I mean, I think that it's good that he got his rocks off. It's good that he told them how he felt. Now I think he has to forgive. And then the third part is to allow them time to heal and deal what they've been told. Deal with what they've been told.
Yeah, well, I wish you the best, bro. And please let us know how it goes. I'm not trying to call you a wimp or sucker. That wasn't my intention. I was just trying to say that focus more on your child and focus less on your parents. That's what I feel. Put that negative energy that you're getting from them, let that negative energy go and focus positive energy on your child and your family. That's honestly how I feel.
Okay, next email.
Okay. All right. All right. Hey, DJ Envy and Gear. First of all, you guys are amazing, and I hope one day I can have the love you guys have with the guy. Me and my son's dad met when I was 18, and shortly after we got pregnant. We weren't even together a year before I found out I was pregnant. Almost 4 years later, he cheated on me, so we broke up. In the beginning, we had an awful time adjusting and would fight all the time. But now, 4 years been broken up, and I feel like we have an awesome relationship with co-parenting. It's great and have become friends. I haven't had a serious relationship since him because I was trying to focus on me, finishing school and getting a good job. I was looking for a man with good credit, and I couldn't find one. She didn't say that. But now, I'm 27 and would like to start a family. So I've been dating this guy for a couple of months now, and he seems great. He's 35 and has no kids. He treats me really good and makes me smile. He hasn't met my son yet because I want to give it time before I introduce him to my son to a new man. He's 7 and I don't want to play with his emotions. But my new man seems to get uncomfortable when I tell him that me and my son's father are friends, as like I'm supposed to hate him. Me and my son's dad want to take him to Disney for his birthday, and my new man got a little upset. I did say to him, if we are still going good, of course you can come. I'm not sure what to do because I don't want to throw away the relationship me and my son's dad have, but I also don't want to lose this new guy. What should I do?
I know that you have an opinion on this.
Why do I have an opinion on this?
Because we've had a friend that went through something kind of like this.
Oh, yeah, sure did. So what do you think?
I asked you.
I would say never mess up that relationship with your baby father. I mean, I think a lot of women and a lot of men die to have a great relationship with their BFFs. So the fact that you have a
their baby's father forever?
Oh, maybe not. The BM and BF. Thank you.
I mean, technically, it will be their baby father forever.
I just made that term up. Baby father forever. I mean, a lot of people would die for that relationship, to have a strong relationship like that. So the fact that they... Stop laughing at me. So the fact that they have that relationship, I think it's a great thing. And I think he just got to figure it out. You know, he has to understand. And I think he will understand that when they go out more. Like, once I'm in that picture and I see that it's no hanky-spanky going on.
Hanky-panky.
You know what I meant. No
spanky-hanky.
Spanky-hanky.
No, spanky-hanky.
But as long as they know that there's nothing going on and that they both are really there for the kid, I think he would be more comfortable. But right now, since he's not there, he doesn't know what to expect. He doesn't know what goes on. But I think just give him a little time. I think he'll be okay. But don't mess up that relationship with your baby daddy. I think that relationship is great. The fact that y'all can co-parent, y'all can go to Disney, and possibly one day bring his boyfriend, your boyfriend, or he brings his girlfriend, and y'all could have a good time. Don't fuck that up.
This is what I think.
By the way, these are the Casey Crew glasses. You could pick it up. Just DM Benz, and there's also the Casey Crew mugs. Commercial.
So anyway, I understand where her boyfriend is coming from because we're human beings, and part of being a human is jealousy.
Correct.
Right? Not all jealousy is terrible jealousy. Natural emotion. So I understand where he's coming from. And he's sitting there like, wow, this is someone that you loved enough to bring a child into the world with. It's someone that you were obviously sexual with and that you spent some time with and that you care about.
Right.
So her boyfriend probably feels is that no matter what, there's always going to be a gravity between the two of them, maybe one that he can't contend with. Correct. So that's the first layer, okay? She has no romantic feelings towards her baby's father. She's expressing, right? We don't really know if that's true, but let's just take for granted that it's true. If I were her and I love my boyfriend and I want to continue having a great relationship with my baby's father, what I would tell my boyfriend is, hey, there's nothing to worry about. Clearly, it's advantageous that we get along. It's best for my 7-year-old son.
Right.
So anything that we do together, it's going to be a we situation if you care to take part. So there is no me and my baby's father going to Disney. We are going to Disney because you are my boo. And I want you to be there. I want you to enjoy it with us. I want you to enjoy it with my son. I want you to understand that there are no feelings. This is just something that we have to do together for the best interest of our son. So there is no, oh yeah, I'm going to lunch with my ex so we could talk about, let's say the little boy's name is Jack. So we can talk about Jack's daycare, or we can talk about Jack's summer camp, or, Jack's this or Jack's that. No. There are no little lunches and things like that. If there needs to be a lunch, guess what? Are you available on Thursday at 3:00? Let's all grab a bite to eat because we have to talk about Jack's camp. This way, when you communicate in that way, he knows that there is nothing to worry about because he's being included. He might say, you know what? He might get to a level of comfortability where he's like, you know what? No, you go ahead Thursday at 3 and meet with your ex, and I'll have dinner for you when you get home. Or maybe we can do something when you get home, because his level of comfortability is at a high level, but you have to institute that. She has to institute that. She has to make that her reality, because you're dealing with people with real emotions. And you can't disregard their emotions because they're not right. I feel like people put things in categories of right or wrong, or I don't understand why he feels that way because I'm not doing nothing, blah, blah, blah. If you were smart, you would understand why he felt that way. All you have to do is stop and scale back and think about, damn, why is the person that I'm with feeling the way that they feel? People don't seem to take enough time to really delve a little bit deeper. It's like you say what's easy. You say what you have to say to win. You say what you have to say so that you have your own self-gratification, so that you feel like, well, I'm right, he's wrong, and he's just going to have to deal with it. No, when you love somebody, you want to know why they're feeling how they feel, why they're hurt, why is he jealous? Does he hear you on the phone with him, laughing and whatnot? Who would feel good about someone on the phone with their ex laughing and kikiing and having a good time? I don't think that he wants you to hate him. He just doesn't want to be threatened by the relationship.
Right.
So if you make him feel less threatened, which is your job, then I think that everything will go off without a hitch.
And I agree. I absolutely, positively agree. If you want to ask us an email or send an email to us, you can always thecaseycrew@gmail.com. That's TheeCaseyCrew@gmail.com. If you got questions or comments, we'd love to talk about them on the podcast. We're trying to figure out in the next couple of podcasts how we can actually take some live people with questions and maybe put you on some type of computer or phone where we can talk to. We're trying to work that out, so hopefully we can get that soon. And also, let me shout out to our sponsor again, the Custom Candle Co., who has these amazing candles, whether it's Douce, Remy
you guys
Ma,
seem to love
King's
them.
Path.
We've been getting a lot of DMs and
Vive Clicquot, yeah.
emails about them. So at Custom Candle Co. The owner's name is Marcy, and what I love is that these are recycled alcoholic beverages. So she recycles the bottles and she fills them with soy candles that smell amazing and puts me in a good mood while we're sitting here doing this. And if you just hit up her Instagram, you can find more information about getting yourself one or getting one as a gift.
That's right. And April 30th to May 3rd is the KC Crew Retreat. I'm sorry, May 4th is the KC Crew Retreat.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. He's been messing up the date occasionally when we talk about this on the podcast. For clarification, it is
April 30th to May 4th.
To May 4th. So May 4th is the Monday that everyone will be flying home.
That's right.
So Sunday will be the last of our events. May 3rd will be the last of our events, and that's why he keeps referring to May 3rd. So May 4th is the fly home day.
See, that's why I keep her around. She clears everything up for me.
I try.
But that's right. Beanie Man is performing. Shout out to Beanie Man. Only for people that are going to this show and this event, to our retreat. So if you just happen to be in Jamaica, you're not going to go in. You have to be.
No, seriously. We've been getting so many messages and emails like, oh, so if I happen to be in Jamaica at the time,
you won't happen to be with us.
Can I get a pass for your events?
Nobby.
No, not even people in the hotel that are staying there can come to our Beanie event. No. If you're not part of this trip, if you didn't book it, you cannot come to Major's show, to Little Mo's show, to Rip's show, to Beanie's show, nothing. It is a private, small event. It's going to be very intimate.
That's right. So again, it's the KCCrewRetreat.com. Get all your information, and it's time to get up out of here, right?
Yes.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. I'm DJ Envy.
And I am Gia Casey.
And that was another edition of the KC Crew.
Doodles.
Done, and get right to it when you're done. Done, and get right to it when you're done. Done, and get right to it when you're done. Done, and get right to it when you're done. Done. It's a tough job, melodies brand new bills off the floor. You got to work hard, ain't nobody saying done. 3, 2, 1, let's go.